So today I have in an interesting take on the Pilot watch. The watch is the Old Radium from Isotope Watches. The brand has been around since 2016, and they always have a knack for coming out with unique and well thought out designs. Because of that, it's always fun to get watches in from Isotope. Big thanks to Jose, the owner of the brand, for lending this in for a few days for us to take a look at together. So let's get to it and check out the watch. I've known Jose for quite a while. We actually tried to connect up on my recent trip to London, and unfortunately, it just didn't end up working out. But I've had, I believe, all or at least most of his watches in for videos, and the Old Radium is one of the more subtle designs. It's still an isotope through and through, but a bit more of a traditional styled watch. The Old Radium comes out in three colors that all go great with the bronze case. If I was buying one today, I'm still not sure which I'd go for, but from the pictures I've seen, you can't go wrong with either. The boldest of the bunch is easily the ox blood red. If you want to go with a more military vibe, there's the olive green. And the one I have is the ash gray, which I find in some lighting has a slight green tone to it. If you know the brand, you will recognize this watch as an isotope watch right away with the use of the lacrima shape at the center of the dial. Isotope uses that shape on all their watches, and would you believe it? It is used a total of 10 times on this one. Once you see most of the rest of them, it'll all make sense, but back to the dial here for a minute. So that center lacrima or teardrop shape is black with the raised surrounding portion of the dial in gray. Both sections of the dial are textured and give off a bit of a shimmer when the light hits them just right. The chapter ring has markings on the inner section and on the top, which is so close to the crystal it almost appears to be touching it. Nice clean font for the hour markers, which are slightly raised, I think mostly due to heavy application of the old radium loom. Over at the 3 o'clock, we have the date using a black date wheel. The hands are a brushed bronze sword style hand, and a first for me with this style of hand set is they have the usual loom applied in the center of the hour and minute, but the very tip of all three hands are also loomed. The loom is very good, especially for this style of watch, and that loom at the tip of the hands make it surprisingly easier to read in the dark. The case is bronze, so you're going to pick up that patina over time. This has been to at least one other person ahead of me, so it had already started to develop some patina when it came to me. It's a nice, rich colored bronze. The case back is made with titanium to reduce the bronze contact with your skin. And that is also where we have most of the rest of those lacrima shapes around the edge of the case back with those holes for your case back removal tool. The last lacrima we can find here on the rotor. The movement is well decorated. It is a Landeron caliber 24, which is a clone of the 2824-2. It is a 25 jewel movement, beating at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and with a power reserve of approximately 40 hours. The crown is a signed screw down crown. No trouble operating the crown at all. We've got a good winding action. It's not crazy, silky smooth, but it still has a nice feeling action. So the watch comes out on this really good quality calfskin leather. I've been enjoying it on the watch. The leather is ultra comfortable. It is quick release as well if you decide you want to change the strap out. Really liking that pebbled texture, and I think it's just a great look on the watch overall. The buckle is a bronze buckle and has a good and sturdy build quality and is also signed with Isotope. Size on the watch comes in at a case width of 40.2 millimeters, Lug to lug is 47.1 millimeters. Lug opening is 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 11.2 millimeters. So, a well sized watch for lots of wrist sizes. The crystal is sapphire with an anti reflective coating, and the water resistance is 100 meters. And here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist, and it wears very well. The curvature of those lugs keep it seated right where it's supposed to be on wrist. You gotta try this leather strap if you get the chance, although this would look probably really good on a nylon or canvas strap too. Pretty awesome watch for sure. Cost on these on the Isotope site is 800 British pounds, and these are available right now for order. Link will be below. Big thanks again to Isotope. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to stop by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye bye.